What's going on, everybody? It's fragged out, swagged out, and you already know why I'm here. I'm about to put you on to probably the best boozy fragrance out, period. Now, when I say put you on, you probably heard about this already. Plenty of reviewers have talked about it. I know Equality Fragrance is the first person to put me onto it. And if you've heard about this, then I appreciate you listening to what I got to say about it. If you have not, then man, you're about to treat yourself to one of the best reviews of the year, because I'm about to put you on to an amazing boozy fragrance on all facets: opening, mid, dry down, afterward, when you're thinking about it. This is just amazing. The fragrance is Kutay, the house is unique, luxury, and the experience is boozy amazingness. Now, I will tell you really quickly that this is the old presentation. If you buy a bottle now, you'll probably get this banging beast right here with the metal plate and this big heavy cap with the Swarovski crystal. Just overall sexiness in a bottle, or sexiness as a bottle. And then with this, you get the sexiness inside of the bottle. So you cannot lose. So with this fragrance, what are we looking at? So let's look at the notes real quick. On the top, you're going to get bergamot, lemon, whiskey, divana. In the mid, you're going to get cypriol or bergamota, agarwood or oud. I don't know. It doesn't say oud, so it might just be the wood before the actual fermentation and aging process, and caramel. Then in the base, you're going to get sandalwood, tobacco, amber, vanilla. Doesn't seem very complicated, but when it comes together, it makes magic. Okay, so for me, what's going on here? Whiskey. They should put whiskey at the opening, at the mid, and in the dry, or in the base. But anyway, you're going to get whiskey. You're going to get an amazing whiskey. You do see bergamot and lemon there. This does not make it a citrus fragrance. This does not become bright and tart. Like, there is some tartness, but it is not the kind of citrus combination, or it doesn't do what you would expect it to do traditionally. What happens here is that the whiskey is so full-bodied, so bold, that those citruses add as well. Here's the thing: if you love whiskey, if you've ever been to a bar where they serve whiskey and they make cocktails, you have a good mixologist or bartender, whatever you want to call them, and they add different aspects to it, to include bitters in there, little citrus bitters that add to the flavor of your whiskey experience. Think about that. In fact, think about this entire fragrance, as you go down the notes, as an entire whiskey-based cocktail, and everything adding to the boldness of the flavor, and additionally, how you perceive the smell as a whole. So again, you have that whiskey with those bitters that consist of bergamot and lemon. So it's adding a little something to the fragrance just to liven it up, but it still stays true to that whiskey full-bodied feel. As you get to the dry down, to the mid rather, you're gonna get that bergamota, that agarwood, and that caramel. So now you're gonna get some smokiness and some woodiness. If you've ever been to one of those locations where they prepare your drinks with that little cap over it, and they inject it with smoke, and it creates a smoky feel to your drink. Now you're thinking about that. So you're getting that smoky, woody addition with caramel. So now consider that that whiskey drink you've had this whole time is a caramel-based whiskey. And if you have not had caramel whiskey, you're not doing yourself any favors. And lastly, you get into your dry down. You have that sandalwood, you have tobacco, amberwood, and vanilla. Sandalwood, as it does with most compositions, when it's not used for the smell of sandalwood specifically, it's to create that creaminess, and you find it at the base here together with that vanilla that also helps create a little bit of creaminess. Nothing too heavy, because what you really want is the feel of that realistic whiskey, and you're gonna get that amber with those additional, amber being an accord, not necessarily a note, and the addition of the vanilla adding a little bit of spiciness. Nothing crazy, but mostly sweetness, something to add to that caramel work that you got at the mid. Ultimately, you have one of the best whiskey cocktails you ever had in your life, and you're getting to wear it, and it smells amazing. Do not try to drink this, but you want to smell like this. And yes, It does give off booziness, but it does give off gourmand vibe. It is the best of both worlds, and you're going to smell amazing. Do you wear this to a bar? Yes. Do you wear this on a date? Yes. Do you wear this to the office? I don't know. Probably don't wear it to the office. You might get yourself in some trouble. But this is an amazing fragrance. Through and through, this is, for me, as far as boozy fragrances go, probably my favorite. Definitely my favorite. You can see there's actually a dent in this bottle. And it's something you don't see in a lot of my bottles. So that does say something about this one specifically. I wear this. I love this. I recommend this. If you love boozy fragrances, you need to check out Kutay. If you love gourmand fragrances, still check out Kutay. And if you loved it both, gourmand and boozy, then I don't know why you haven't tried this yet. It's beyond me that someone has not told you about it, if that is your thing. And if I am the first person to tell you, I am honored to be that person. Check this out, please. This is a banger. Do not continue to miss out on one of the best boozy fragrances on the market. By the time you smell this, you will have regret the fact that it is your first time after years on the market. There's nothing else I need to say about this fragrance. The rest speaks for itself. That is an absolute fact. If you listen this long, I appreciate you for hearing what I have to say. My thoughts on Kutay by Unique Luxury. If you have something to add, as I always say, go ahead and add it in the comments. If you liked what you heard here today, go ahead and hit the like button. It lets me know. It helps the algorithm, helps me get some more viewers, and then I have more of a reason to put out more content. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to the channel, why not? Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to put out more stuff. If you like this one, you're going to like the future stuff. I try to find stuff that you don't smell all the time and don't see all the time. If you're thinking you're going to find something from the department store here, probably not. Maybe one day. Maybe if I get enough people asking me, I might do one or two. But I go for the things that are not that common or not that, frequently spoken about. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.